who buys a river buys one of these, because this is what really enables you to take it anywhere.
I know. See, and it just, it makes so much sense. If you are thinking green, if you are going off the grid, so to speak, chances are you are going to be using this probably more in the great outdoors than maybe even in the great indoors. I like your idea of using it as kind of a power station for all of your mobile devices.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I do use it indoors because it's that sense of security, of knowing that whenever, you know, we had an earthquake. I live in the Bay Area. We had an earthquake a few weeks ago, and just knowing that I'm secure, and if anything were to happen, power goes out, I have charge, not just for one day, but for multiple days.
Boy, that is a big deal. Certainly here in Florida for Irma, you know, many people were out for power for over a week. And it does, it gives you that little piece of security and that sensibility for a lot of you too, whether it is like here in Florida. In Minnesota I had basements for storage. Here we have storage facilities, but a lot of times they're not wired, meaning if I want to run a fan because it gets a little warm when you're trying to sort through that hoard and all that clutter, or you just want to have a cold beverage, you can power a little mini fridge as well. So you can do up to 11 devices.
So it has up to 11 ports, so it has those 4 USB, the 2 Type-C, the DC, 2 AC, and a 12V car charger.
Oh, wow.
And just going back to what you said, you know, we were working with teams down in the Santa Barbara area with the mudslides down there in Montecito, and we've actually been working, you know, in other kind of disaster relief situations, and these are great units to have wherever you live. Unfortunately, you've seen this year, we've had from hurricanes to mudslides to earthquakes to crazy snowstorms. You know, the East Coast has lost power quite a bit of the last few months.
Well, and you know, too, you don't realize how much you rely on that power until you lose it. And not just for life's little conveniences, the curling iron and the blow dryer, but life links, your cell phone, your laptop, whatever it might be. Think of this as your tweener, kind of the Goldilocks. Not one of the little baby battery for your batteries, but not as clunky, sometimes loud and dangerous as the big old generators that, you know, gas powered and everything else.
And what's so great, right, is you can recharge it so many different ways. So if you're out on a road trip and you want to recharge it via car, it'll be 100% charged by the time you arrive.
I think that's so cool.
If you want to recharge it via AC, you know, at home on the wall, or of course, if you want to recharge it via solar, you know, out in California, a lot of people are using solar. You can leave it on the top of your car, on your porch. Really great to take with you wherever, if you're hiking, camping, if you're out for the day.
Glamping for sure. So Rick, I'd love to show how few of these we have. There are only 160 to go around. Hannah has only one more airing scheduled today. It's a whole new category for us here at HSN. Of course, we wanted to represent it as part of our emergency preparedness event here at HSN. And really and truly, if you're someone like myself, when we were thinking about Irma with the most recent hurricane here in Florida, I was thinking about getting a generator, but as a single female, I didn't want to deal with the expense and the danger and the gas and the hookup and all the rigmarole, but I really wanted to have kind of that life link of power. Now, thank God I did not lose power, but many of my neighbors and many of my friends did. And that's why I call it kind of that tweener. It's not the little itty bitty battery for your battery. It's not the big clunky, funky, loud, albeit sometimes dangerous and hard to hook up generator. And I'll tell you what, once you buy one of those contraptions, it's not going with you, it's not going tailgating, it's not going glamping, it's not going on the road, basically. And you know what, this is really, it sounds funny to say it this way. It's kind of cute. It's like a nice little size.
I love it. You know, I have the white one at home. It matches with the home decor. So, you know, it doesn't look like I have a generator in my room. And I take it with me truly everywhere. So we have them in the office. You know, imagine you're co-working or, you know, you want to take it with you to a coffee shop. You're doing some freelance work. I have it at my home. I use it all around on my dining room table, on the desk. I take it, of course, on the weekends if I'm out with friends at, you know, barbecue. I can't tell you how many events I've brought it to, and people are now like, can you please bring the river?
I was going to say, you're probably the most popular person. It's like,
and that way we have the speakers live. And
everyone can get plugged in.
Exactly. Well, and everyone's phones are dying. And they're like, oh, Hannah, please.
Exactly. When you're on that beach and, you know, you want to do that selfie or that Instagram. I mean, honestly, power is power. So let's take everybody on a tour down here, too, and then we'll take everyone to our other table where you can see the cute little case. And if you do want the solar station or the solar charger, this, again, Hannah, like you said, you can hang it on a tree.
Yep.
You can put it on the rooftop car.
Yep.
We have the final 75, so 75 only.
Yep.
And then you just plug it in back here, right?
Yep.
There's a little plug.
Yeah.
So you just charge that up and go.
Super easy, to take with you. It's super lightweight. Only a couple pounds. You can take it with you anywhere you go. Yeah.
And then we've got multiple devices going here. We forget that everything from our Fitbits to our phones.
Power is all around us, right?
True.
Like, think how many devices you own and that you want to charge every day, whether it's a Kindle, you're reading a book, whether it's your phone, whether your wireless router and just to have backup power, computers, tablets. It's incredible. And so this is really just a home setup, and this is really what my desk looks like. So actually, if you looked at my desk in the evening, I have a watch, I have a tablet, a phone, laptop, I have speakers, and this is what every night I charge.
So it looks like, are these some of the different connections that will plug in?
Yeah, so this is what it comes with.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see, of course, it's you have your AC charger directly into the wall.
Sure.
You have your car charger here. You have a couple other cords and then adapter tips.
Oh, nice.
And so it's whatever you need. These are to make sure. And what's really cool about River is this input, you could actually use with your own solar panels. Now, you'd have to have a proper conversion
Gotcha.
tip. But, we really want to encourage people to use River with whatever means they have.
Oh, sure. You know what? In fact, Hannah, Rick, I'm going to jump back here just so everybody can see the back, too.
Yeah.
What's nice is everything is labeled, too. So it's so funny. They always tell me, don't touch anything.
Don't break it.
So if Stan's around, he's like, don't let her touch anything. I'm serious. But I can even handle this. It's easy. Everything is labeled.
And what's great to see, so when you want to turn on the AC power, you press this button, and just hold it down, and the AC is automatically on. And then this is the 12V car charger, and of course we have a plug so that, if you have children, you don't have to worry about them.
Nice.
And like everything, this really is plug and play. It comes out of the box looking like this. There's no assembly required.
Ooh, we love that.
It's we ask that you charge it to 100% right when you get it.
Okay.
But other than that, it's ready to go. It comes out of the box, and you can start charging away.
And let's flip this around. So then it's got like a little fuel gauge that shows me how much juice it's got left, basically.
Exactly. So in the front of the screen, you'll see how many watts. So that's essentially how much energy your devices are drawing.
Gotcha.
And then you'll see how many hours you have left. And so that's a good way to know, like, oh, I'm charging a lot of stuff. I'd like to, kind of take something off so that I can preserve the battery. Or you could say, look, I know I have 4 hours left, and that's okay, because I'll be able to charge it in 4 hours when I get to, the hotel or back to home.
Which I love, and it drives me absolutely bananas. Like on my phone and on my Fitbit, it doesn't tell me, like the little battery will show me a picture, but it doesn't tell me the time.
Right.
And inevitably my Fitbit will go conk on me right as I'm going to the gym. I'm like, why didn't you tell me I only had 14 minutes left of battery time?
Well, and I don't know if you just noticed, so I just plugged the drone in. And what you'll see is the screen's actually in real time, right? So it automatically updated, so it went up to 61.
Gotcha.
And adjusted down to 5 hours. So that way you always know every device you pull or plug in, the screen's automatic. So I just unplugged the drone, and the screen will start to shift. There we go. So it's going down to 9, and then the time went up to 40 hours now.
Oh, that's very,
so it's automatic.
Cool.
It's real time. You'll never have any questions. You'll know exactly what you're charging, and you see the screen also lights up, so you can see the AC ports in use. So when we plug in the USB, if we plug in a USB, it'll show that the USB port's in use. And what we'll be able to do, oops, let me plug that in. And so when you plug in, you'll be able to see exactly what's in use, which then allows you to know, make sure your devices are working.
Nice.
On the screen, if it were to ever get too hot or too cold, we'd also have signs that come on. So you'd see a little kind of red fan. You'll see a fan that you'll see a snowflake that comes on to tell you, it's getting too cold. And you'll automatically, there's a fan here in the back.
Oh, no kidding.
So it'll automatically come on if it starts to overheat.
Really?
And you'll be able to.
So if it's like if I'm in Arizona, if I'm in California, if I'm at the beach, it knows.
So River has an incredibly wide operating range, but if it ever does get out of that operating range, it's a smart system, and so it's automatically going to adjust.
Cool.
Same with if it were to ever overload for any reason. It's very safe. Everything automatically shuts off, and every single port is independently wired.
Oh, now that's cool.
Yeah. So what that means is, they're not all going to shut off if there's one port that, you know, over.
So it's not like the Christmas tree lights, when one bulb goes out and then suddenly the whole string dies on you.
No, exactly.
Every port is independent. I gotta find that one bulb.
Yeah.
So, you do get the case.
Yeah, so the case comes with the bundle. So you'll get the case, which is really great. We can maybe pick it up and just show people.
It's a good looking case.
It's a great case. Easy to put over your shoulder. Super comfy, easy to take with you wherever you go. It makes it quite comfortable. You can carry River anywhere. And of course, the case is very nice, and you have a mesh pocket for your cords. So you can store all your cords in here, and then put River fits perfectly right in here.
Nice. So I'd love for you to see that quantity left one more time. Hannah has only one more airing at 5 o'clock today, so depending on how your day shakes out, you may or may not be able, be around for that. We have 145 only. Call this the tweener, call it the Goldilocks. I mean, it really is. To put it in perspective, and I know not necessarily a fair comparison, but it's what I've got. When we evacuated for the hurricane, I had one of those little batteries for my batteries that we sell here at HSN. It was 3,000 milliamp, which was pretty powerful. I was the most popular girl at the hotel. Worked great for my cell phone, but didn't work really for a lot of other devices. This is not that big, clunky, scary, smelly contraption, the generator. It's the tweener. It's like your own personal power station or electric company or a whole new category of generators per se. Genius, genius, genius. Whether you're on the go, whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, whether you're a backpacker, a camper. I actually used to do radio reporting, and I actually used to cover things like the Academy Awards and things like that. And we never had enough juice for the cameras. We never had enough juice for the portable microphones. We never had enough juice for all the editing equipment, et cetera, et cetera. Boy, for anyone who does anything of that ilk from a professional standpoint, boy, this keeps you plugged in. When I was doing reporting,
all sorts of photographers using it, drone pilots, anyone who's shooting off the grid. Because think about how much you pay for extra batteries, and they have multiple, sometimes a dozen batteries with them on a shoot, and it's a great way.
I know, and those batteries, they're expensive, they're clunky, they add up. So this is a whole new category for us. I hope that you take advantage of it. And for those of you out there who are trying to be very eco-friendly, do remember we do have a few, and I do mean a few, of the solar panel chargers. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I'll hand the other one to you. So we have 50 of them. 50 of them. I think my crew's like, can you get one for my car? Can you get one for my house?
Everyone should have one. Every household, just for backup power. Great to take with you, leave it in the car.
Why not?